Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show we have got a video or review for Phantasialand, located near Cologne, Germany. Now this is the park I have actually been to previously in 2017, and I will be honest, the park left me pretty much blown away. And it's very much a similar story, even though this park was a little bit more frustrating this time around in some ways. In that regard, I'm going to get that bit out of the way, I suppose. That Tarracan was closed, Black Mamba was closed, and I was actually really looking forward to going back on those. But in positive news, the new coaster Fly had opened, and I will be honest, I'll probably have its own separate video for it, because obviously it's a brand new coaster, and it's the first time I've experienced it. And also there's a lot to talk about with Phantasialand, because it's just a generally pretty eye-opening park. So anyway, let's move on. Obviously they still have really good rides like Taron, that was running as well as ever. Really intense fun. It's good to see that it is holding up and looks as good as it did when I first rode on it. Obviously slightly some of that magic and just like anticipation obviously had worn off since I last went on it, but I still really enjoyed it. It's just a really intense, fast-paced, rapid coaster which really interacts well with theming. Obviously it's really well themed, the whole Klugheim section. And if anything, the Klugheim section actually seemed a bit more lived in and stuff like that. It seemed like it, obviously, but it would still seem like it being taken care of. And it's so nice to see a park actually obviously having this area, which I've taken so much pride and time in when they built it, keep having pride and time in it. And it's just such a good place. Obviously this park has two absolutely exceptional water rides. Obviously they have Cheer Pass, which has a ridiculous last drop, but then it has a couple of other really good drops. I managed to get absolutely soaked on it. Not on the drop, we managed to have it where our car bumped into the car in front and water pretty much sprayed up all over me, which my friend found very funny. As I did get absolutely soaked through on Crest, and it's a weird one with Crest because it's such a fun ride. It's such a just generally really interesting, really unique water ride with so much to just appreciate and enjoy about it. However, you will probably very likely get absolutely soaked through. I do remember when we first went on it, me and my friend did see one of the people in the carriage we were with spit out water. They got that wet, which was something out of some sort of cartoon. Unfortunately, I didn't see it, my friend did, but he still tells us stories for every now and then. And being back on it, got absolutely drenched. In fairness, every single person on our boat got absolutely soaked through. So it wasn't like people were getting off lightly. Two really fantastic little water rides there, well worth going on. Obviously, they do still have flair and force, and I actually think, here's the thing, I actually think these are two of the most underappreciated coasters possibly. Not only in the park, but I think almost in Europe in some ways. They're just really innovative, there's really good fun, the fact there's two of them, the fact they have really good operations, the fact that they literally almost seem to never have a queue, the fact they're both long rides and just have that, it's just different. And I will be honest, I really love the fact they play with the dark and interacting with each other, and they're just really smooth, extremely rideable, really good for all ages, fantastic little rides. So good. I also will say from a park point of view, I actually managed to have some really good food in the new section of the park near Fly. That was really interesting. Actually, has spaghetti. It's really good to see theme parks actually have proper, really tasty, good, high quality food without it being ridiculously expensive. Also love the fact this park has some really good German beers as well. Just makes it so much better. I say it was also a beautiful, sunny, warm day when we were there, so it was really appreciated. And as I say, the ice cream was also really good. As I say, now this park was still very presentable. It's obviously extremely well themed. It's just a really beautiful place to be. It's a proper theme park, and obviously it was clean, tidy. It's fairly affordable-ish. Considering what you get, it's not necessarily ridiculously overpriced or anything. It obviously is quite expensive to be there, but obviously what you get in return is very much worth investing. If you like, it's not like the money is being skipped by the park and they're charging you an exorbitant amount to do nothing with it. It's like, oh no, they will spend the money you give them to massively improve the park. I'd say it's like I can very rarely pick any sort of holes in it. I'd say it's like, other than a few rides which are closed and stuff like that, and I'm really struggling. It's that sort of park. It's the sort of park where think of the negativities or stuff. I mean, it has a rubbish front entrance, but then it has quite a few side entrances, including one right next to the car park, which was really convenient. I say it's not the cheapest part, but then it also gives you, in some ways, really good value for money because it's extremely immersive and the rides are high quality. It's like the food was really good. It was clean, tidy. Staff were really good. There are lots of staff. It was a little bit busy, but then again, I expect it. Sooner or later, we're going to go to part of a queue, and they were handling the queues really well. As you say, it's like the only slight downside I do have is Fly did stop working, and there potentially could have been a little bit more in the way of announcements. As I say, it always kind of irritates me when parks don't keep their customers updated with, and it's like, look, I appreciate you may not have the answers to how long it's going to take, but at least let us know the ride is broken down. At least let us know that someone has been called and something is happening with it. I'm not expecting to be told exactly what is going on with it, but at least give us some information and details, and it's something that the park probably could work on. But really impressed overall. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.